Save that, save that cold feet feeling for your wedding. When you walk into a room full of people, they literally check you out from head to toe. The initial 5 seconds are critical as the way you present yourself is going to create your first impression in the minds of those around you. It's fantastic that you have your style on point, but if you're wearing shoes that don't complement your outfit, you're going to end up looking like a clown. These 5 types of shoes are something every guy needs to own, even if you're not a sneakerhead. If you're confused about buying your next pair, stay tuned. Hello people, I'm Advait and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here we talk all about fitness and fashion for men by skipping through all the BS, and today we're getting you some new kicks. Now I'm not a sneakerhead by any means, but I've researched a ton of shoes based on their functionality and narrowed the list down to these 5 which are absolute no-brainers. Number 1, we have running shoes or sneakers. Now this one is something most people are passionate about and have a gazillion pairs of. But if you ask me, all you need is 1 or 2 pairs at the most. If you want to go for a run or to the gym or play any sport that involves running, you most certainly need these. That's all you need them for. Sure, you can pull these off in an athleisure type outfit, but again, I don't want you to look like someone who dropped out of school to sell drugs and owns 26 pairs of Air Jordans. It hurts me every single time I see someone walk into a fancy bar wearing shoes with big logos and weird colors on top of an oversized sweatshirt and baggy joggers. Trust me, you're not impressing anyone by bragging about your beloved Jordans or Nikes. If you really want to wear sneakers purely for their comfort, go with more neutral colors like black, brown, burgundy, or white, which blend in with pretty much any casual outfit. Next up, number 2, we have dress shoes. If you're wearing a suit or a tuxedo or anything formal, this is your only option, period. And I'm not talking about those slip-in loafers. That just makes you look like a lazy bum. Get a nice pair of black or brown dress shoes which are made of high quality leather. The beauty about these is that you don't have to break your bank account while buying them. You can find some cheap but reliable dress shoes at stores like Marks or certain brands on Amazon. But if you want to shell out some more money, you can get some great deals on name brands on Black Friday or Christmas. My personal favorite brands for dress shoes are Clarks and Aldo. These shoes have a purpose, which is going along with a formal outfit. In terms of style, you can't go wrong with Oxfords or Derbies. Avoid anything with a square toe unless you have really wide toes and you absolutely need that extra toe room for comfort. A pair of dress shoes would last you a few years provided your foot size doesn't grow and you only wear them on certain occasions. I mean, you can't just run a half marathon wearing these without shredding them to pieces. Whoa, before we move on, if you like this type of content and are tired of the generic bullshit advice given out on most YouTube channels and you're serious about improving your health and the way you dress, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help out the YouTube algorithm grow my channel. Shoe number 3 is a pair of boots. Now I live in Ontario, Canada, and it's covered in snow for half the year. I know, it sounds depressing and only God knows how we get through this every year. As a result, I need a reliable pair of boots which are super rugged, which keep my feet warm, are waterproof, and have an anti-slip sole. If you're buying winter boots solely for their functionality, it's crucial to consider these features as you don't want to end up with hypothermia or a broken bone from slipping and falling on a slab of ice. Save that cold feet feeling for your wedding. But if you live somewhere where the living conditions are more suited for humans and not polar bears, you can go with a pair of Chelsea boots, which bridge the gap between dress shoes and casual shoes and are still super functional. They look really amazing on a leather jacket if you want to give off that badass biker look, or they even go well with a nice button-up shirt and a pea coat on a well-fitted pair of jeans. My go-to brands are Columbia and Timberland for winter boots, but if I go with Chelsea boots, I'll either go with Coach or UGG. These boots are usually super rugged and built like tanks and will easily last you a few years. Number 4 is a classic pair of white sneakers. Now you can either buy leather or canvas sneakers based on your preference. These shoes are so versatile that you can pull them off on any casual outfit. The best thing about white shoes is that they look really neat even if you're wearing a white t-shirt and a pair of blue or black jeans. The super clean white color does stand out, but in a good way. In terms of brands, you don't have to go too fancy as these shoes wear out pretty fast. I own a pair from Levi's which are always on sale for some reason. They look fantastic and I paid about $60 for them. If you're buying canvas shoes, you can go with brands like Converse or Vans. The only catch with white shoes is that you have to keep them clean at all times. It's like walking around with a white canvas tagged to your shoes for the city to paint on. I wouldn't be too excited, it's usually just mud and bird shit. So in a nutshell, I highly recommend cleaning them after wearing a couple times. A magic razor or any white shoe cleaner should do the trick and will maintain that fresh look for a few months. Also, one last note for this one. Make sure you clean your laces separately as most white shoes have white laces and they get dirty really fast. And last but not the least, number 5, we have a pair of casual shoes. This is probably the most important one in my opinion. This is the type of shoe that you should be wearing more regularly and it's going to make you stand out. It's clean, sophisticated, but not too formal, and it makes you look more mature and refined. I wear mine almost every day when I go to work, when I'm out with my friends. Heck, I even pull these off on my first dates. Since I would normally dress casual on a first date, these shoes definitely add that extra refinement to my outfit. You'd be surprised to know how many women actually notice a guy's shoes. I always get compliments from women on my casual shoes, as most women are unfortunately used to meeting guys who have no sense of fashion when it comes to shoes. My beloved brand for this one is Aldo, as I love the quality, the comfort, and the unique styles they provide for a reasonable price. Right now I have a brown pair of suede leather shoes from Aldo, and they literally go with any jeans or chinos I wear. Quick bonus tip, for all these shoe types, don't go for super expensive designer brands. I spend about 50 to 120 Canadian dollars, which gets me great shoes with impeccable quality and style, and they easily last me a couple years, if not more. People make this mistake by spending a shit ton of money on super expensive brands thinking it's going to impress their friends or the women around them. But honestly, when it comes to style, no one really cares about how much your shoes or your clothes cost or what brand you're wearing, as long as you have a perfect fit and your style matches your vibe. And those are the only 5 pairs of shoes every guy needs to own to maximize his style without going bankrupt. Wow, that was way longer than I expected. I sincerely hope you found value in this video. Please hit like if you did, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great week ahead. I'll catch you again next week.